final playoff push is on, which means the intensity goes up a notch, and last week it even led to a few fisticuffs. More on that coming up in just a moment. Welcome to Inside the APL, folks. Tons to cover this week as we move into the last month of play, and teams are jockeying for playoff position. Two of those squads squared off in week 15. Now, there's no love lost between the Ukrainians and the Serbs. Previous encounters this season have been hot-blooded affairs, and this one took things to a whole new level. The Serbs had moved up to third place in the standings, while Ukraine was just trying to stay out of the basement. Good start for them, though. Roman Sakno, 2 cracks at it, puts home the second one, and it's a 1-zip Ukraine. Dusan Kovacevic draws the White Eagles back, though, in the second quarter. Hammers it top shelf right there to tie it up at one apiece. The goals coming fast and furious before halftime. Ivan Sozanski back for Kosar Velodimin, and the Yellows take the 2-1 advantage, and then the combo hooks up again just moments later, and it's a 2-goal bulge for the boys in the yellow jerseys with a nice little dance there as well. The Serbs cut into it, though. Zoran Pesic lays it back for Miroslav Jovanovic, and he will tattoo the one-timer to make it a 3-2 game. And back and forth they went. Sozanski threads it to Taras Maskimovic, and they restore the 2-goal advantage. Just before halftime, though, Branislav Vukomanovic hits Kovacevic, and he will hit the back of the net. 4-3 at halftime. Second half now, and this is where things got testy. Ihor Vitiv absolutely creams Ivan Kuchera right in front of the Serbian bench. Not surprisingly, they don't like that. Several little skirmishes break out, but cooler heads did prevail for the moment anyway, and adding salt to the Serbian wound. Chakov Mikita from the tough angle, great shot. Ukraine up 5-3. And then Vasil Shul, this one on a rope, picks his spot. They double their lead to 6-3, and then it's Shul again, taking the return feed on the give and go and smacking it past Feris Efendic. Then, late in the contest, more chippiness, Milo Sapanovic and Ivan Sozanski off to the left here, getting into it. Punches are thrown. The bench is clear. More physicality than you see at most hockey games these days. Eventually, everyone did calm down. The final score, though, Ukraine wins the war. 7-4 your final. These two teams meet up in the playoffs. Watch out. With the win, Ukraine climbs out of last place in the standings. Okay, first place versus second. Top dogs Croatia taking on Portugal in a highly anticipated matchup. Croatia's lead at one point seemed insurmountable, but Portugal's cut into it big time recently. They draw first blood. Andy Garcia to Cameron Medwin, and the former Toronto Lynx makes it 1-0 for the boys in green. Feris Efendic making some big saves early to keep Croatia close. Sprawls there to deny Sean Couto. Nothing he can do about this one, though. Nice passing by the Portuguese, and then Matthew Santos splits the wickets on the keeper. Now, it happened right as the buzzer went to end the quarter. Croats pleading their case that the goal was too late, but it stood, and it was 2-zip heading into the second quarter. Croatia cuts into that, though. Augustin de Medina lays it off for Christian Pujic. The deficit narrowed to 2-1. Portugal gets the 2-goal cushion back, though. Noel Ellerton showing off the nice 1v1 skills as he will shake off the defender right here and pump it past Efendic. 3-1 Portugal at the half. Efendic shuts the door from that point on, however. He will stop Nick Machado on the breakaway right here as he comes off his line to make the nice save, and then Dylan McAuliffe denied as well on the follow-up. The Croats not going down without a fight, literally. Sean Brown will knock it in and then go after the ball, since they still need a goal to knot things up. And a little skirmish, a couple of little pushy, shovey there. But late in the contest, it'll be Brown and Cameron Medwin getting into it as they get tangled up, and then and Brown gets chopped down after the body check right there. Ultimately, though, Portugal will win the Clash of the Titans. Damian Scott stopped by after and said his squad was well prepared. They knew they'd have to be on their toes to take down the first place Croats.
You know what? You can never switch off. You know, they're always moving. They take advantage of mistakes. You can't switch off. You have to be the whole game switched on. You know, we had a game plan today. We came in, wanted to be disciplined, organized, lots of talking, and the game plan, it worked out. You know, got the big win, big 3 points, keep us in second place, I think. So, you know, got to keep going.
Hey folks, welcome back to Inside the APL. Italy and South America rounded out Week 15 action at the Canlan Sportsplex. And it goes without saying that the South Americans are packing some serious firepower with 4 members of the Canadian national team playing for the squad. Sadly, the boys in black were missing 3 of those national standouts for this encounter, which Italy happily exploited. I'll tell you, Italy showed a lot of heart in this game. This has been the problem for them all year. Lack of subs, so they're pretty much always playing exhausted. The South Americans jump on them early. Adrian Ibanez makes a wicked first save here. Boom, right there. But Leonardo Matos cleans up the garbage to make it 1-0. Nice movement here by the Italians. Tic-tac-toe passing, and then recent acquisition, David Valastegi, the Canadian international, tying it up at 1 apiece. Only 2 goals scored in the first half, 8 in the second, though. Jamar Allison wrecking shop here. Look at the moves. One of the plays of the week, and then he smokes it past Jamie Harrison. Italy going up 2-1. Then, shortly after, Diego Gonzalez now tied for first in the league scoring race, and you can see why with shots like that. And he wasn't done. 2 minutes later, Gonzalez goes short side on Harrison, coming up right there, and these short-handed Italians looking good. Up 4-1. They actually went up 5-1 before the South Americans rallied. This one squeaks by Adrian Ibanez to make it 5-2, but then ouch, they give it right back to Gonzalez, who puts it in from nearly midfield, and it's Italy back up by 4. The boys in black notched 2 late ones to make it closer. Evan James goes top shelf to make it 6-4. That's how it finished up, though. And Mike DeLuca was proud of how his short-handed team played, and he feels if they could just get a full roster together for the playoffs, watch out.
We have the tools, we have the players. It's just a matter of the guys getting together and bringing it to the field. We needed these 3 points. We have a big game next week against the Ukraine, and hopefully we get that. That's 6 points more, and hopefully we make the playoffs. That's what our goal is right now. Make the playoffs, and then we have to figure out a way to fight in the playoffs and go as far as we can go.
Well, Mike DeLuca speaks the truth. Italy AC has been upping its play lately, big time. The problem has been they're always short-handed on the bench. Now, subs are an essential part of arena soccer if a team wants to keep its energy level consistent, and Italy hasn't been able to get its full roster out, which makes the results it's been achieving the last few weeks even more impressive. And they continued their hot play against Ukraine last weekend. Again, Italy, just 3 subs on the bench for this game, so they'd have to dig deep for a win. Didn't look good early. Ukraine on the attack. The shot gets deflected out front, and the boys in yellow go up 1-0. Then, great play by keeper Ihor Vitov. The long throw, I think this was strategic. Off the boards and right to Roman Sakno. 2-0 Ukraine. Second quarter, though, Italy gets one back. The quick free kick. Diego Gonzalez finally getting it to go, and it's 2-1. They would knot it up. Another free kick here, and a bit of pinball before it finally gets smashed home right there. Beautiful one-timer behind Ihor Vitov. And then David Valastegi continues to impress his new teammates as he one-times at home. Italy leading 3-2 at the half. The lead doesn't last long, though. Ivan Slzanski fires it. The ball takes a nasty deflection off Jamar Allison. Even Steven at 3 apiece. And Allison, he's a big boy. Here he goes up in the air to challenge for the ball and just steamrolls Slzanski. And Allison gets a blue card for that one. Late in the game, Vitov tries to clear the ball. It ricochets back off Branislav Vukamanovic. That is your game winner, and ouch, yeah. Adrian Ibanez holds the fort late for Italy as they, again, shorthanded, pull off a big win. New teammate David Velastegui so impressed with how the team performed with only 3 substitutions on the day.
Well, I think the boys did amazing today. We fought really hard. We didn't have a huge bench, but the guys that went out there, they gave their heart. And we knew today we needed nothing less than a win, and that's what we did today. So credit to all the boys, coaching staff, everyone, full team effort today to get that win.
Yeah, and David is one of the guys who will be there on the pitch for Canada May 6th against the United States. D-Row there, of course, as well, as Canada plays its 3rd ever Arena International Friendly, fresh off beating Brazil on March 15th. It was insane. Over 5,000 strong at the Hershey Center, taking it all in. D-Row, of course, get the winning goal in overtime in his first game out of retirement and making his arena debut. It'll be a doubleheader. Canada versus the U.S. is first at 3 p.m. and the APL Championship will follow at 6:30. Be a part of the excitement. CasaSoccer.ca has all your information regarding tickets for the big game. Updated top scorers for you. Jarek Whiteman has missed a couple of games and he has been caught now by Diego Gonzalez, 24 goals each. Seja Reed making a run as well. He is just a goal behind in 3rd place with 23, followed by Sandro Rajkovic of Croatia with 18, and a tie for 5th, Matthew Santos, and Dusan Kovacevic with 16. Hey folks, welcome back to Inside the APL. So it's been a couple of weeks, but Canada is still basking in the glow of its first ever arena soccer victory. Over 5,000 strong at the Hershey Center in Mississauga were a part of history, with a Canadian soccer legend providing the overtime heroics against Brazil. Here's more as to what went down. It was another chapter in the legend of Dwayne De Rosario. 4 goals, including the overtime winner in his first game with the national arena team. In the process, Canada picked up its first ever arena soccer win. Afterwards, all the talk was about D-Row's performance, the incredible atmosphere at the Hershey Center, and the positive steps forward being taken by the new Canadian team.
Oh man, you know what? First I gotta salute the arena organization of Canada for putting on this game. I created another platform for guys like myself who never thought about coming back and creating this environment for me to play, as well as another platform for guys to pursue their dream. I enjoyed it, I loved it, I'm just thankful we came up with the win.
He's class, everybody knows the kind of player he is, and first half it took him a little bit to get going, but second half he was definitely class, made the difference in the game.
I mean, it just showed today how he's a Canadian legend, and how, just his presence on the field makes a big difference. You give him a little bit of space and he's going to kill you, and that's exactly what he did today. He got the winning goal, he got 4 goals, and he showed the class he is.
Listen, Dwayne's he's a professional. He's top class. He's always at the right place at the right time. Very sharp, and what he's done is clinical and finishing 4 goals tonight. That was a difference maker, right? At the end of the day, being able to put those opportunities. We missed some back post opportunities, but when he had his chance, he put it in. And you know what? We need that kind of leadership, that kind of person to jumpstart the program and make sure that everyone falls in love with this game, falls in love with this country, about bringing back a game that we believe in, that will help in the development of all our players from the youth right to the national program.
Thank you so much to the fans that came out. Brazil put on a great show, and I'm so proud of the Canadian guys. We still gave up 9 goals, right? So we got to learn. We still made some mistakes, but we fought hard. It was a great game, great entertainment. Couldn't be more happier with the guys.
I mean, here the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. The first game against Mexico was amazing, but this one was even better. And to win in home ground is even better. So it was amazing. The boys they came out hard. The Brazilians had an amazing team, but our boys worked hard, and we showed that, hard work, dedication brings us a long way, and we got the victory today.
Oh, that was amazing. It got a little intense, but I think that's what the people came for, and that's what arena soccer is. A lot of goals, crazy environment, and the team stuck together, and we did it, man. We beat a good nation to beat, and Canada should be proud.
So happy, what an atmosphere, almost a sold-out crowd. This is what it's all about. It's about building the game, building soccer in every aspect of it, whether it's arena, 11-11, futsal, or beach soccer. We're here to grow the game in Canada, be united, and that's the success we'll have in the future.
With many national team regulars missing the game due to the MASL playoffs, the majority of the team was comprised of APL players, showing just how valuable the league has become in a very short period of time.
It's been amazing, having the APL in comparison to the game against Mexico. The truth is, it was the first time we were a little bit lost, but with that league coming to Ontario, I think it's given us a good experience of what to expect. And I think we showed today that we're prepared, and moving forward to the World Cup in October, I think Canada's going to do well.
The APL is playing a massive part, especially with the national program. There's a lot of players that haven't played the arena game but had that APL experience, and as you saw today, it helped them out big time. Made a massive difference, and boys played hard and we got that win.
For sure, it's a big difference, They understand the game. They played that game against Mexico with having, I think, 3 weeks of prep. That's about it. And now you can see this game, they couldn't have wrote a better script.
It kind of playing in the league, the APL league, kind of gave the boys an understanding of how to use the boards, utilize the boards and shifts and the lines. None of us were aware of that. But, gradually as we play this APL league, guys are building the tendencies to kind of adapt to this style of football.
The APL has been fantastic. The whole pyramid play has been made. And now it's time to give every kid an opportunity. We're missing 5 players from Milwaukee Wave, and Coach Julian Oliveira sent me a message. So proud of the boys. We should be. They came out, they worked hard, they showed everyone here at the stadium what we can do. Can't wait till the next game, May 6th, US, Canada.
I'm just happy, man. We beat a top team, and it was a good collective effort. It went down to the wire, and we came through. So, yeah.
And as mentioned, up next for Team Canada are the defending World Cup Arena Soccer champions, the Americans, on May 6th at the Hershey Center. And it's a doubleheader with the APL Championship as well. Head to casasoccer.ca for all your ticket information for the big game. Hey folks, welcome back to Inside the APL. And where first place seemed like a lock for Croatia AC just a short time ago, it's not so secure now. Portugal has been on a run the last few weeks, and that includes a win in their head-to-head showdown with the Croats in Week 15. Now they've pulled to within just 5 points of first place, and they were looking to keep the hot streak going against the South Americans on Sunday. Yeah, Portugal was dominant in this one. They were cooking right from the start. Noel Ellerton shakes and bakes and beats Jamie Harrison for the 1-0 lead. Second quarter, Edgar Bartholomew will tee it up, hammer it. Dylan McAuliffe right there to tip it home. 2-0 for Portugal at halftime. Second half, the men in black do narrow the gap. Alvaro Yax one-timer past Edson Lopez to cut the deficit in half, but then one of the plays of the week. Noel Ellerton assesses his option and says, what the hell, I'll do it myself. Nice goal, 3-1, Portugal. Then all kinds of madness around the crease here, and then finally it's Sean Couto putting it into the open cage, 4-1, Portugal cruising, and it gets worse for South America. Jamie Scott dancing past the keeper to make it a 4-goal bulge for the Portuguese. The boys in black get one back late as Hayden Clark picks the short side. Not enough on this day, though. Portugal continuing its hot streak as they win 6-2 and stay hot on the heels of Croatia in their hunt for first place. Okay, the Caribbean Stars found themselves short on the bench for their game against Serbia. Toronto soccer legend John Williams, their team manager, still going strong in his 50s. He laced up the boots to provide them with an extra sub, and you know what? He did well. Serbs hit first, though. Dusan Kovacevic, one of the plays of the week. Nice header there to give the boys a 1-0 lead. Stars even it up, though. Shaq Agard in close punishes the net, ties it up at 1, and then it's Sager Reed. It's so hot right now. adds to his goal-scoring totals with the wicked shot, 2-1 Caribbean. And then it's Reed and Agard hooking up, and Shaq Daddy goes Roof Daddy with the sweet shot. Second half now, Stars leading 3-1. Rashawn walks, gets behind everyone, including the keeper, and slams it home for the easy tally. Down 5-1, the Serbs mount a furious comeback though. Mirko Medic out front, the deflection cuts it to 5-2, and then Kovacevic does it all himself here as he slides it home to make it a 2-goal deficit. This is all in the last 3 minutes of the game, by the way. And then Jordy Strungis tucks it just under the bar to pull them within a single goal. It's 5-4. That is as close as they would get, though, as the Stars hold on for the win. Manager slash coach slash player John Williams, really proud of how his boys played despite being short-handed on the day with only a couple of subs on the bench.
I think the boys really worked hard. Our numbers were down. It's always tough when you have a week off, as this is an amateur sport, getting all the guys together. It's a Saturday, people working, families, but the 6 players and myself found a way to pull off a W.
Okay, just before we go, don't forget to check out the league website at aplsoccer.ca. Lots of great stuff on here. Up-to-date statistics and some all the match recaps as well, which is fantastic. And you can see the team of the week, which is Shaq Agard, Dusan Kovacevic, Kosar Volodymyr, Noel Ellerton with a couple of great goals this week, as we saw. Italy's loving the contributions of new teammate David Velastegui and Dylan McAuliffe of Portugal. Up-to-date standings. Croatia, that lead, as mentioned, has now been slimmed to just 5 points over Portugal, followed by the Serbians well back with 24 points. Caribbean hot on their heels, though, with 21. And then it's the South Americans with 16. Ukraine with 13. Italy, 4 wins on the season now. They've got 12 points. Plays of the week, number 5, Portugal against South America. Noel Ellerton bides his time, cuts inside, and the sweet shot beats the South American keeper there. Number 4, Ukraine's Vasil Shul. This one was just on a rope as he tattoos it into the top corner against Serbia, and that was part of a big Ukraine win in week 15. Italy versus Ukraine in week 16. Ignacio Velasquez lines it up and pow, hammers a gorgeous one-timer into the top corner. Number 2, Serbia's Dusan Kovacevic from his behind pretty much gets down and dirty for the header and notches the sweet goal in the process versus the Caribbean. Number 1, Italy's Jamar Allison toying with the defender before providing the big finish. Italy, as mentioned, looking much better these days, and Jamar is playing a big part of that, and he's got the play of the week. And we're all out of time for this week, but just remember, May 6th, Canada versus the United States at the Hershey Center in Mississauga. To find out more about the big match and to keep up to date with everything regarding the APL, you can always head to casasoccer.ca. Thank you so much for watching, folks. We'll see you next week.